You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. Well, just earlier this morning, I did a video about the fact that Lamar Jackson made a statement about his knee injury. Yesterday, John Harbaugh made some comments about the fact that, he felt like that at times players could play hurt, play when they're not 100%. As the old saying goes, this time of the year, nobody is 100%. Well, you can tell it's getting awkward. Things are getting awkward in Baltimore right now because Lamar Jackson's missed like 5 games now. And it looks like, as of this second, he's not playing against the Bengals in a playoff game, okay? Now, many think that due to the fact that the Ravens gave Roquan Smith, the best middle linebacker in all of football, probably, that $100 million contract the other day. In fact, Michael Lombardi just came out and said, that tells you right there, most likely Lamar Jackson is not getting this contract. Okay, he's not getting a regular contract as of now, and he's certainly not getting a fully guaranteed contract, a Deshaun Watson contract, which is what he wants. He's not getting that, period, okay? But when they decided to give Roquan Smith that $100 million, it knocked Lamar Jackson out of a contract extension for right now, okay? Now, what are they going to do? They're going to franchise tag him, is what they're going to end up doing. But it's clear things are awkward now because now we have teammates, and as in teammates, Sammy Watkins. Now, Sammy Watkins is certainly one to be calling anybody out on being injured and not playing because out of a possible 160 career games, he's played 111. Yeah, he's missed that many games. I mean, honestly, if Sammy Watkins would have played all those other games, he'd be up in Hall of Very Good status right now. He would. But the fact is, he's missed a hell of a lot of games in his career. He's missed 49 games. Okay, we're talking over 3 seasons worth of NFL football at this point combined in Sammy Watkins' career, which makes this even more shocking and more glaring that he's calling out Lamar Jackson. He's saying, I hope Lamar Jackson decides to play. Even more shocking, he brings up Lamar's contract. Now, a couple of things you just don't see out of teammates. You don't see teammates bring up contracts. You don't see them bring up injuries and missing games from injuries. This is getting very close to a total implosion in Baltimore involving Lamar Jackson. Look, you're talking about a big-time fan favorite up there that I have to believe if Lamar actually misses this playoff game when so many people are suspicious that it's over a contract, he's going to lose a lot of the fan base in this. He truly is. He's going to lose me. I'm a fan of Lamar. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I like Lamar. He's always seemed like a good kid. But, man, when you start missing playoff games, when there is definitely, obviously, a sense from John Harbaugh and Sammy Watkins that you're healthy enough you could go, but this is over a contract, you're going to lose me as a fan, too. I don't like that shit at all. Pro Football Talk, this is Florio. The decision of Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson to suddenly disclose details about his knee injury on Thursday night wasn't spontaneous, accidental, or coincidental. At a time when the powers that be in the organization are becoming frustrated to the point of exasperated with Jackson's inability or unwillingness to play, Jackson's teammates are starting to wonder what's going on. And they're starting to talk publicly. It's getting ugly. Quote, in this lead, everybody is pretty much banged up and hurt, receiver Sammy Watkins told Adam Kilgore of Washington Post on Wednesday. Quote, I don't want to speak for him and his situation and whatever he's going through with contracts. I don't know what world he's in. But for me, you got a chance to do something special. Okay? So, and I said this earlier, you would think Lamar would want to give it a shot in the playoffs. I mean, you never know. I mean, hell, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes could both pull hamstrings. Could both tear hamstrings out of nowhere. Or one of them suffers an awful concussion. I know it's things we don't want to talk about with star players and quarterbacks getting hurt, but you never know how the stars align and you look up and you're in the Super Bowl. Okay? That's the thing about getting in the tournament. So, but for me, you got a chance to do something special, he continued. We all know with Lamar Jackson out there, this team is really freaking good and special things can happen. He can will this team to a Super Bowl. I don't think he's thinking about it that way. Wow. That's a very strong comment, one that questions Jackson's overall commitment to winning playoff games right now with his current teammates. Yeah, how about guys that are coming towards the twilight of a career right now? And this might be one of their last rides. Think about that. Quote, he's got an opportunity to win a Super Bowl, Watkins added. I hope he hobbles back out there. Put him out for the pass plays. Don't run him at all. But you never know. That could be wrong. I'm being very selfish right now. I just want him to be out on the field. But, man, what a great thing it would be to see 8 touch the ball this Sunday and we go out there and blow them out. Right now, I'm going to tell you, the Bengals feel so disrespected right now, it would not shock me if they run the table. It really wouldn't. But that's for Lamar and everybody else to figure out. I hope miraculously something happens. Somebody reach out to him, whether it's a coach or somebody, and he decides to play. But that's a question. If he's healthy or not, I don't know. I haven't been watching him. Still, Watkins seems to believe that if Jackson had a long-term contract, he'd be playing. God, I can't believe he's saying all this. Quote, I think the world is ready to see Lamar back on the field doing what he does best and get all the stipulations and contract stuff behind him, Watkins said. I pray somebody talks to him like, man, just sign the deal. Yeah, they did offer him a very big contract before the season. You know what I mean? And he get out there and hopefully, if he's healthy, he can just come play this Sunday. We all know that's up to Lamar and whatever goes on. Hopefully they get something done. The world wants to see Lamar be a Baltimore Raven for the rest of his life. The world wants to watch Lamar Jackson. That's a phenom talent, a talent that you rarely come by. Things that he does on the field, the things you see, to be quite honest, when he's out there, he makes everybody play better. Just to have him in that huddle, I pray that somebody reaches out to him and that he's really, truly getting healthy and can play. That he wakes up Thursday and he's like, all right, forget it, I'm playing. I think that would change the whole trajectory of our season. Maybe Watson is the only one on the team who thinks that, or maybe he's reflecting the mood of the locker room. Regardless, it's probably a good idea for Watkins to not sit next to Jackson on the team plane to Cincinnati. This is getting ugly. I mean, it's getting ugly, and I understand. Like we talked about, Watkins got a lengthy injury history himself, okay? But that does tell you that maybe there was some real legitimacy to all the injuries that Watkins has ever had, and it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. He thinks this has got a lot to do with the contract. You can tell John Harbaugh feels that way. Lamar Jackson's getting very close to losing his teammates in Baltimore if he hasn't already. And like I said, I think the fan base has been behind him. But if he chooses not to play in this AFC this AFC playoff game against their rivals, when it's obvious that locker room feels like they can win this game with Lamar playing and that they can make a playoff run. And John Harbaugh, how many years is he going to want to keep coaching the Ravens? He's got to be thinking something like that too, right? We got a chance. You never know what happens. We get in. We're here in the tournament now. This is crazy. But this also has a chance to totally melt down. And the question is, if you're the Ravens at this point, you know you have him for at least one more year if you decide to franchise tag him, right? But what do you do? Because Derek Carr is going to be out there. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be out there. I mean, there's going to be some quarterback options on the market. And some believe the Ravens can't run a full plethora of a passing game right now. Well, you certainly could with those two guys. And frankly, when it comes to Garoppolo and a Harbaugh together, hell, all they both do is win. It would be very, very interesting, I think. And I'm just throwing that out there as an example, but you could certainly get Garoppolo cheaper than you can get Lamar Jackson. You know, it's something to think about, and it would open up your full spectrum of your playbook. Because a lot of people feel like that Lamar actually hinders the playbook right now, especially in the passing game. I don't think it's a stretch to say that. And hell, I like Lamar. He throws a he throws a better deep ball than Jimmy does. But it's that intermediate passing he struggles with, truly. Tell me what you think, which is what Jimmy's great at. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. This is on the verge of a titanic iceberg meltdown in Baltimore. Yikes. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.